That changed his life, made him a joy person. So we should give thanks for everything. Sometimes we may face difficult, or sometimes we may be in danger position, or sometimes we may sick, or sometimes we may worried about something. But what Paul encourages us is to always give thanks to God. Paul also was in prison, but he continued praising the Lord, continued thanksgiving to God. While Jesus was on the earth, he did many miracles, we know. And I want to bring out some of the miracles he performed this morning. If we look at the Gospel according to Luke, chapter 17, verse 11 to 19, we see here the leprosy. And this, how many of us, I hope all of us can speak Lusay. Am I right? How many of us cannot speak Lusay? Let us raise up our hand. No one. That means we all know Lusay also. Mar also, you know, I hope. Am I right? Sometimes we may mix so that we will clear. Our brother from Trinity, they may not understand Lusay or Mar or Thado, any Puki or that language they may not understand. Only English and Hindi, I hope you understand. So sometimes we may mix with our mother tongue. We hope that you will understand us. And if I have just say before Jesus, while Jesus was traveling to Jerusalem, he walked through Galilee and Samaria. When he near Judea, 10 lepers met him, and the lepers had a disease. What diseases they have? The disease that they have is leprosy. What we use, par, we used to say, isn't it? Par. And that affected their nerve and caused sore to form on their skin. How painful it will be. Let us think. Just imagine. See, Job was also full of, his body was full of like boil. Scholars say that elephantine. Elephantine is what psychoily, isn't it? It will be very painful. But here they are leprosy, Jesus made them. And what happened, let us see. The leprosy was a terrible disease in those days. Not only that, the leprosy were unclean and unfit to worship God. And the people were not allowed them to live inside the city wall. If someone touched a lepers, then the rest of the community would consider that person unfit to worship God. Yes, it is possible, that one. It is possible that the lepers talks about in the Bible was also contagious. That the contagious. This means the people could get the disease from touching those who had the disease, since lepers were not allowed to live in the city. That means they formed their own colonies near city. They support themselves, and the life of the lepers were very dread and often lonely. When they saw Jesus, what happened here? When they saw Jesus, they sang with their loud voice, saying that, Jesus, please, pity on us, they say. When he saw them, he said to them, Jesus said to them, go show yourself to the priest. And then they went. As they went, they were clean on the way. Their faith was very strong. And they were clean. And one of them, when he saw he was healed, he came back with praising God. And he threw himself at Jesus' feet and thanks him, give thanks to Jesus. Why? Because he was healed by Jesus. Jesus healed. And Jesus asked to his disciple, where not all 10 clean? Jesus said to his disciple, where are the other 9? Jesus said, why no one found to return and praise to God except this foreigner? He said to his disciple. So here what I want us to know is, sometimes we have difficulties, we face difficulties, so sometimes our difficulties will not leave us while we are on this earth. That is what I want us to know. Problem will come, and when we solve the problem, another problem will come while we live on the earth. Because why? Because the earth is carved by God. So, from our descendants, Adam and Eve. So, here, what I want us is, when we are facing difficulties or facing problem, let us know how to give thanks to God. Lalpa hihini katsan dinga irudane. Katsan dinga irudane lom thu ka hilche. What the song is say? Kata dinga thano lalpan reng no ne. He allowed us to face problem. He allowed us to be sick. He allowed us to be suffer. God allowed us. But also He allowed us to be joy, to have a great things or a good things. So here, if we look the Bible, we are commanded to be thankful we are commanded to be thankful. In fact, thankful is the natural outflowing of hearts that is attuned to God. The psalmist, what the psalmist says, declare is, sing to the Lord with thankful. Also, Paul wrote that be thankful, Colossians chapter 3 verse 15, we can see there. Be thankful, he wrote. A spirit of thanksgiving is always the mark of joyous Christian. So, looking over today's context, ingratitude and thankfulness are far too common. And so what I want us to think is, when what I want us to think, to know is, we should always give thanks to God, no matter what's happening in our life, dear brother and sister. So, saying thank you is more than being polite. It is also being Christ-like. We not only to learn, we not only to have learned to say thanks, but also to be thankful people. As I have said, no matter what happening in our life, why should we be thankful? That question may come. Yeah, why should we be thankful? Because God has blessed us, and His protection, He enabling us to see a new day. Also, He gave us food to eat. He gave us water to drink. He gave us clothes to wear. For everything we have to give thanks to Him. And how thankful we should be, that question may also can arise. God has been so good to us. We deserve nothing less than to find a thankful heart in every believer. The Bible, especially in the Psalm, encourages us a thankful heart. If we see Psalm 69 verse 30, I will praise the name of God with a song, and will magnify Him with thanksgiving. And 95 verse 2, let us come before His presence with thanksgiving, and make a joyful noise unto Him. So enter into His gate with thanksgiving, and into His court with praise. Be thankful unto Him, and bless His name. So, dear brother and sister, in all the circumstances, we can give thanks to God that God has not left us on our own. God will help us. Let us not worry in all circumstances. What's happening in our life, let us not be worried about it. Let us, what I want us to remind you is, let us not forget to give thanks to God for everything. May God bless for all of us. Thank you. My time I hand over to our conductor.